Welcome to Star Wars Timeline. My name is Ben, and guys, I'm finally back. I know I've been out of the game for quite a bit, feeling like an old hermit strolling through the Tatooine desert, but finally I'm saying hello there. And I promise you guys, I have quite a special video for you today, but very quickly, just a small announcement. Some of you have been inquiring whether I still have Heart of the Jedi books to give away, and I indeed do. There's quite a few of them left. They're totally free. All you have to do is hashtag in any of my videos Heart of the Jedi, and you have a chance to win one of these puppies here. These are not available anywhere. I'm giving those out for free for our Star Wars fans, written by Kenneth Flip. This is the first Star Wars Legend book out in years. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff. In August of 2021, there has been a tremor in the Force. Something very special happened. An awesome video game company called Limited Run Games has announced this puppy right here, this Knights of the Old Republic Master Edition. I'm forgetting which. I literally just got this out of the box. This came out in my mail last week. So it's been almost 2 years in the waiting, or year and a half. Anyway, they just made it in time for the game's 20th anniversary, because the original Knights of the Old Republic was released in July 15th, 2003. So yeah, that basically makes it 20 years. Obviously produced by BioWare. Now, this version has been brought to us via Asper Media port, which came out obviously on Nintedo Switch, and Limited Run Games made this awesome collection. We're gonna crack this open. I'm the sort of collector that doesn't like leaving everything just in plastic, because I'm gonna use it, guys. What's the enjoyment of having it there in your collection if you're not gonna use it? So we have our trusty knife here. Sorry, it's not a lightsaber. I'm gonna cut this baby very gently. We're gonna start taking things out one by one and see exactly what's in the box. I haven't actually checked out the Limited Run Games page. I don't even remember, but there's actually a description here in the back. Might as well just go ahead and read it. So, Master Edition brings, obviously, the physical copy of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic video game for Nintedo Switch. Guys, I'm a physical type of collector. I enjoy my media, a sense of ownership. I gotta have the game, man, and this fortunately brings it. Now, there's a throwback case designed to store your game. There's official steelbook. There's premium foil stamped Darth Revan box. There's Ibn Hawk metal pin. I'm kind of iffy on the pins. That's not the greatest part of the collection for me. Like, I know some of the fans enjoy it there, but whatever. Then there's Light Side, Dark Side commemorative coin. Okay, that's pretty cool. 3 character concept art cards, 3 concept art light lithographs. There's a reversible 18 by 24 inch poster. Ooh, that's pretty cool. The certificate of authenticity, obviously, for these type of collections, they better bring one, man. There's the premium foil hardcover strategy guide. This is what I'm there for, guys. And obviously, I'm not gonna use the strategy guide that much. Maybe I'll pick into it once or twice during gameplay. And everybody knows this game by heart by now, but I really enjoy the fact that they bring physical books, because you get flipped through the pages, reminisce on nostalgia, check out all the artwork. It's really awesome. This was one of the main reasons I wanted this Master Edition. You get Darth Revan miniature hilt replicas. I'm curious to see what those are gonna look like, especially the proportions. You got Vibroblade with a metal stand, and you got replica Pazak set. I completely forgot about the Pazak set. It brings a full set of cards. They're obviously something that gamblers do enjoy. Guys, without further ado, let's start popping this. Pop this open. I promise I'll be very gentle. Oh, I waited. I actually wanted to keep it in its shipping box for you, but I'm like, it's gonna be too much headache. Let's just gently take this off. Oh man. Yeah, this game brings memories. I'll surprise some of you guys. When it initially came out, I wasn't completely blown away by it. I was definitely looking forward to it, but when I actually popped it into my Xbox machine and started playing it, I was like, hold on a second. First of all, what threw me off was the graphics weren't top tier. There were games on PlayStation 2 like Final Fantasy X around that time, give or take, that looked infinitely better than this one, especially character models. But once you start playing, once you get into the story, once you start experiencing the characters, man, this game just stole your heart. And you know, it's there with us many years after. Okay, let's take this out very gently. All right. And don't worry, guys, I'll go piece by piece. We'll check out everything comes. Oh my God, there's like an Xbox looking case in there. Obviously, it's just a dud, but it's not the real. Oh, look at this. So the packaging already, I'm really digging. It comes, the box I'll definitely keep. Everything will go back into it just for storage. But I'm really, really enjoying the way that this looks here. This just like such a premium touch and feel to it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna open that. This is what I was talking about, guys. Look at this. Look at this crap, man. This is insane. This gives me like original Xbox vibes. I was still back in college and I actually purchased both Sega Dreamcast console and the original Xbox machine with my college Pell Grant, that money that they used to give you like every semester. Like, oh man, I'm buying gaming systems. Okay, so this one I could take out through here. Is this an actual case? I wonder. Okay, let's not rush, okay? Let's be quite careful with this stuff. Waited to get here such a long time. Yeah, I mean, if they eventually drop the Xbox X version of the game and a PlayStation one, which it's kind of weird that they have exclusive deal with Nintendo, but anyway, this looks kind of crispy, man. And I do regret selling my original Xbox titles. I did have KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2. Let's see if there's any. There's nothing inside there. So it's just a nice little package to kind of like the nostalgia feel. Okay, this looks like this is set of Pazak. Probably not gonna open it, just keep it this way. Yeah, Pazak cards. They're kind of small. I imagine they would be a little bit bigger, kind of like sort of like traditional cards. So it looks a little bit smaller, but pretty cool. And now the replicas. Okay, these look freaking tiny, man. They seem to be made out of some kind of a metal. Check this out. The detail is quite fine. I like that. Like you could see like little grooves in there. Sorry, I don't have the best camera in the world, but you get the idea of it. There's lightsaber number 1. Lightsaber number 2. Has a nice finish to it. They do feel quite solid, quite well made. So I'm not gonna brag. I was thinking they would be a little bit bigger. Sometimes when you look at the promo art for these special editions, you can't quite figure out the scale. Sometimes they're actually off scale, and I'm telling you that as a graphic designer myself. So these are the lithographs. Ooh, I love the paper. It has like very rough, kind of like pastel pencil kind of like paper. Or these look really, really fine. Small. I hoped they would be a little bit larger, but okay. And look at this. The last planet, the Rakata Empire, right? This kind of gives me an inspiration from what we get later in BioWare's next trilogy, of the Mass Effect games, right? One of the planets, the name escapes me right now, where you're like on the beach and you're exploring in your car. So this looks pretty good. The lithographs, I'm happy with. Again, I wish they were a little bit larger in size, but whatever, it's not bad. Now let's get to the strategy. Oh man, look at this. Oh, this I'm digging, man. Look at the strategy guide. So it's hardcover. It's quite thick. Oh man, see, this is worth the admission price for me. This is really, really dope. I enjoy, as you guys have seen, some of you, my Star Wars book collection. I love collecting books in general, not just Star Wars. Let's see if we can open this. I definitely want to see what this looks like. We just got to be extra careful here. Breathe, Benjamin. You got this. Breathe. Okay, let's not go overboard here. Maybe just a little bit more. Gotta be surgical about this, guys. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, man. This is what I was counting on, this book being like the best part of the whole package, and indeed it already looks like it's going to be the best added bonus here. Oh man, look at this. Of course, the first thing I have to do before I show you anything is it's a tradition of mine. I gotta. Oh, dude. Oh man. Oh, this is sweet. So this looks like it's a full-blown strategy guide. There's not a lot of like super large artwork in there just to give you an idea. Most of the pages basically look like this. You do get some artwork, but it's like it's text heavy. But I really enjoy the graphics of it and general design. I want to flip to a part where they show the characters, right? Your crew. I mean, it's going to be a minor spoiler for those of you who never played the game, which, guys, by the way, if you're watching and discovering this game for the first time and you are a Star Wars fan, I mean, if you're a casual RPG fan in general, like you gotta experience it. It's one of a kind. This is a character page. This is what it looks like. Of course, we got our Sith Lords there. We got our Mandalorians, bounty hunters right here on this side, right? And member of the Rakata Empire. Of course, we got Ebon Hawk / Millennium Falcon. Actually, I finished this game, guys, as well for the channel. You could go check out my playthrough video. If not, I'm also playing the Old Republic with my Sith Assassin, which I'm enjoying quite a bit. Anyway, guys, this book is the real deal. I'm super happy with the way it looks, the way it feels. Awesome stuff. I could be disappointed with everything else, but the book needed to be on point. We got one more here. We got the Vibroblade. Looks like it comes with a stand. Once again, I'm going to be super patient and extra careful. Extracting it. Okay. Again, small in scale, but the colors really pop. It looks very, very solid. It looks like it's made out of two separate pieces, and they kind of like jammed this one in here. So it does feel very solid. It could be, I guess, presumably a cool like display piece somewhere on your collector's shelf if you are that sort of a person that likes to put everything behind the glass. I'm just gonna probably put everything back in the box and just keep the game. Boom, that's done. Now let's get to this stuff. This is where I assume the physical game and that extra steelbook case comes in. All right, once again, let's take our time and not get too crazy here. By the way, there's gonna be part 2 of this video because being that the Star Wars fiend that I am, I've also pre-ordered part 2, Sith Lords, which I thought Obsidian's sequel, right? They produced that game for BioWare back in the day. I always felt part 2 was a superior sequel, superior game in general. It had better writing. It delved into the whole master and apprentice philosophies and teaching a lot more. And just overall, it felt like a more, I guess refined is the wrong word to say, because that game was in a way rushed a bit. There were some parts that were edited out that were never put into the final game. So some fans felt like it just ended abruptly. Anyway, let's get into this. So this here just slides open, right? We got the same artwork here, and this looks just like a carton box, something that you would find your puzzle games stored in. Okay, we got the certificate of authenticity. I'm number 6,444 out of 8,715 pieces are made. I'm proud owner. Here we go. This is pretty sick. Oh, dude. Bro. This looks solid, man. Ooh. I did not expect this. The steelbook case is fire, dude. Look at this. Asper Media, limited run games. It almost feels kind of wrong that you do see Lucasfilm games, right? But you don't see BioWare. I'm like, come on, bro. I know it's a port. It's not the original title, but still. Oh, man. We got Darth Malik in there. Oh, dude. This is sick. You put the actual game in there. Generally, these collections don't put the actual cartridge in a steelbook. You obviously get the full game, and then you could use this if you like. Not gonna open this because I have another small confession. So you see this here, right? Limited run games obviously produced these as well. So I got the regular version, I want to say last year, and then I was like eagerly anticipating this one, but at least I had my physical copy to play around with, and I said, you know what, I'm kind of cool. I trust limited run. They've done me no wrong. Their service is excellent. Whenever I got like a damaged copy or I needed to address customer service, it was there lightning fast. They respond very quickly. But anyway, this is the regular version of the game, which I already have. Thus, I'm not going to just open it. I'm going to leave it here. Next, we got that collectible coin. Let's take it out. Is it actually made out of metal? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Once again, it has a very nice weighty feel to it. Beautiful, beautiful texture. I don't know if you guys be able to see it. Let's see it. Yeah, you could kind of sort of see it, right? Like it shimmers a little bit, but like with very faded look. I really, really enjoy it. LFL, Lucasfilm. Yeah, pretty awesome. And I'm gonna make you take a guess what this is. If you play the game, write in the video section below what you think this icon, this emblem stands for. Might as well go here as well. Pretty sure everybody has their answer right away. This is not hard to guess. If you're a general fan of the Old Republic, of that era of Star Wars, there's more goodies here, guys. This is kind of awkward the way they put it here. I guess that some of the things just slid off. Okay, let's wait on this. Oh, this is pretty sick too. I'm actually enjoying all the art related stuff, guys. That's the only thing that's my only caveat is whenever they put posters in these kind of like special editions, they always freaking fold them, man. I'm not crazy about the folds. It's actually part of the childhood. It kind of brings the childhood back, where most of the posters that we got from like cereal, you know, boxes or somewhere else, they were always folded. This is pretty freaking awesome though. In terms of quality of the print, sick. This is something that you have to just like take to a frame place and just frame it up, man. Like put it behind the glass. Even though it's gonna have all the crevices, all the seams, you're gonna be like a proud owner of Knights of the Old Republic, the Master Edition. Can't brag, you know, can't say anything negative about the print itself. It's good, but these I'm really digging too. Again, these boys are on a small side. We got Bastila. Very, the colors just pop, man. I really like that. We got our Mando. No, what I'm saying, Mandalorian. This is a Sith Trooper. The heck? Getting too excited here. Yeah, this was always one of my favorite Sith Trooper artworks. In general, original BioWare art is sick. Hey, meatbag! Right, we got our droid assassin here. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Anything else in there? Looks like there's one more thing we're missing. Final piece. Final piece. Ah, completely forgot about this. I forgot about this. Made in China. Basically limited run games. They had to like order all of these small pieces all over and have them produced for them, and only then they would basically make an assembly and ship out the thing. That's why I guess it took so long, because there's so many different things to make. This looks like a button because they're like small fixtures here that you could just like pin it down to something. But this is the Ebon Hawk little pin or whatever this is, like miniature. Pretty awesome. Yes, guys, so this is it. This is my unboxing of the Knights of the Old Republic Master Edition. What is the final thought here? What did I enjoy the most about this? I'm genuinely, honestly excited. First, opening up the box to be treated to this. I mean, I haven't looked at what's actually in there for quite a while. I ordered this a year and a half ago. I'm like, oh, whatever. When it comes, you know, we'll do like a grand video. But just looking at this brings me back to my college days. Brings me back to the original Xbox. The machine was a new kid on the block. People are like, what the hell? An American company, granted it's Microsoft, it's a huge, you know, company, but they're having like their foot into the video game industry. Let's see how they're gonna do. And the system did so well. I mean, not only Halo, they had, I remember one of the first games I got for it was Dead or Alive 2, then Otogi, a Japanese action game which was extremely hard to play, then the Chronicles of Riddick. But now when that game came out on the original Xbox, man, the graphics were out of this world. Like, I dare you, just YouTube that video of the original Xbox Chronicles of Riddick game, and it looks insanely detailed for that generation. Like, for a 20-year-old game, it looked crazy. They got Vin Diesel's likeness to the T, man. This game didn't stand out graphically for me, but as an RPG fan, I was a huge Sony fan back in the day. RPG games were never about graphics. It was all about storytelling, gameplay, exploration, and what the term suggests, role-playing your character, acting it out in universe and being a part of that universe, part of that story. And this is what made Knights of the Old Republic timeless. Now, it wasn't without criticism. Some of us were saying like, dude, the technology looks almost the same 4,000 years ago as it does in the movies. Like, what the heck? Like, Ebon Hawk obviously looks like a Millennium Falcon. You look at all the droids, especially the ones that you get, right? The small one, I forget his name, but he's basically a version of R2-D2, like just slightly redesigned, but it's too close. It's too familiar. But once again, we got over it because the story, the characters are timeless. The ending, the plot twist in this game blew people's minds, guys. So this was quite an awesome and nostalgic feel. I do enjoy all the prints. They're high quality stuff. I wished they were bigger given the size of the box. Come on, you can't put something in there like full size, at least like 8x10, something like that. The cards, I mean, who would have thought I would ever own a copy of the physical Pazak cards? This is pretty insane, man. Like, I don't know if they ever printed anything of the sort before, maybe by a different company. I don't know. It's kind of nice to have it. But, and man, I did not anticipate it to be this freaking good. Just the, oh man, the finish, the gold rims, it's just like, dude, I'm geeking out here. This is freaking magnificent. All the logos here, Asper Media, Limited Run, Lucasfilm, just looking baller, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm at MTV Cribs, just like showing you my house instead of just a special edition of a game. But my favorite thing has got to be the manual. I want to see how comprehensive this is. If it really goes down like all the stats and breaks down the Dungeons and Dragons mechanics for you, because as you guys may know, BioWare is legendary for basing most of their RPGs on the Dungeons and Dragons rule sets, and actually the Knights of the Old Republic game is no exception. The first game, and I believe Obsidian did the same with the sequel, but I'm mostly excited about this because not only the way it looks and feels, but I just really want to see what kind of information they have. You know, if going down to GameFAQs.com or other guide sources online would become obsolete for me, and I could just reference this book quickly for anything that I might need. So as a final parting words, all I can say is I'm super happy that I ordered this. Let's not ruin my lovely collection here. Let's put this here. I'm gonna wait for part 2, and hopefully it's gonna be just as good. This is what gaming is all about for me. It's not just popping in the game. Like my younger brother, he also used to collect his physical games, especially because we have local stores here in New York City, which release games earlier. For example, I might get Final Fantasy 16 probably 3 or 4 days early because my local shop will have it, and I'll ride my butt over there and just pick it up, right? That's convenient. But for him, it became more convenient over the time because he's moving from apartment to apartment. He has his PlayStation 5, but he wants to download his game and have the comfort of just having it, his entire library there, and not ever bother with it. Me, I'm different. I can't enjoy a game. I can't feel like a proud owner of the next Star Wars game or Final Fantasy game if I don't own the physical copy, if I don't like, hey guys, check this out, this is really awesome. Show it to your friend, or even borrow it to your close friend and have them rock it for a little bit before you get back to it. I don't know, it's just something different. It makes collecting is part of gaming for me. It's a huge part of it, and you know, you can just, some of the PlayStation 1 games that I have, Final Fantasies, you can go back to it years after, and it just gives you those memories. I guess it's the habit has been instilled in me thanks to my father, who actually got me into reading books. And one of the first books I ever read way back in Russia was The Treasure Island by Stevenson. And since then, just holding a book in your hand, and same thing with the game, holding like a gaming case, checking out the manual, which I'm really happy Limited Run Games is doing, and other small release like studios which are publishing a lot of indie games. They're doing like box edition and limited editions. They give you manuals. It's really awesome that that culture is coming back, even though it's niche. Like, I totally understand, guys, if you fully play your games digitally, if your library of games is stored on your hard drive and that's the way you want it, I get it. It's fine. I guess it's you know, different kind of like fans and different gamers. But for me, this is what makes me a gamer. This is what I enjoy the most. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for checking out this video. Please do not forget to like, if you want, subscribe to the channel if you like my content. I do have Heart of the Jedi copies to give away. If you go to our message group or on Facebook, Star Wars Timeline, the links will be down below. You could go there. Also, there's a post there where you could hashtag Heart of the Jedi and have the potential to win a copy of this book, which I will ship it out to you for free, guys. Anyway, sorry I have been out of it for a while, you know, busy with stuff, disinclined to generally just produce content. I'm not going to make too many excuses, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to have this collection, this game in my hands. I can't wait till I get to part 2 and reveal Knights of the Old Republic Sith Lords. I'm also playing the Old Republic game here, generally on the weekends, on Sundays. Like on a Saturday, I'll record my playthrough of the Knights of the Old Republic 2, which I'm playing at the moment, the HD community remaster. And I'm also playing the Old Republic on Sundays. If you enjoy this sort of content, please check it out. I'll check you guys later. Take care, everyone. Ben is out.